Just had a phone call from Sarah Green. She just said, I'm in the road. Don't normally get up this early. The Gurkhas over there are quite friendly. We like the Gurkhas. Oh dear. Sarah just rang me again. Apparently, if I find a very big cake, she can lie there forever. That was other Sarah giggling in the background if you heard that. Oh dear. I suppose you want to take that over there. Careful with the boat. I'll tell you what I do. Morning. I just said live, you don't normally get up this early. Yeah, we all are.
So fed up with them. They've taken the whole valley and stuff now. They're making all of these natural places into like an industrial estate. What's going to happen to all the wildlife?
Well, we already know. It's going to be gone.
Gone.
It's all going to be gone.
The amount of eco services that we get at the moment, they'll be depleted, and we're just adding to climate change. Every single thing they do is adding to climate change. We have one fragile planet, one moment to make a difference.
Well, yeah. Well, apparently, according to the government, the animals aren't sentient anyway. I read a report yesterday. We ought to be giving half the world back to the actual wildlife. I think that must be true. Yeah, I think they deserve more than that. We're not the only species on the planet.
We're killing ourselves.
We're killing ourselves whilst we're killing them. Yeah, crazy days. We really need to reverse this. Well, you are a crazy lady. Love you, Mum. Oh. That's because you couldn't get on that lorry yesterday. Fire. Okay, the police have turned up, so I'm sort of trying to keep my phone charged as well. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get out of their car. Which is amazing, isn't it? Bye bye, police people. Can you see Sarah's still in the road? Police turn around and come back at me. Looks like they are doing. Let's go and have a little chat with Sarah. Hey Sarah.
Hi.
It seems the police have been and gone. They've gone up and turned round.
Right.
They're stopped. I don't think they really want to have to.
Police time.
Well, of course it is.
I would have thought the security should be dealing with a security issue, not the police. This isn't a police matter. We're not on the public highway. No coming into use notice for this illegal road. No planning permission. I don't think it's a police matter.
Gonna find it difficult.
Yes. What I do think is anyone can do this at any HS2 site. We could just hold the work everywhere and get this petition up and running and show that the whole country wants to cancel HS2 immediately. It's a Parliament petition. Everyone can sign it today. Cancel HS2 immediately. Yeah. And just show the government that we don't.
Let's see if they with us. They'll be with us in about half an hour, I should imagine. So Sarah, you were saying about a nuclear power station powering HS2. Can you tell us about that?
Okay, well the amount of power to go 250 miles an hour with this type of old-fashioned technology will actually take half the capacity of Hinkley Point nuclear power station, the new one they're intending to build. And this is one of the reasons they're intending to build the power, which is absolutely disgusting in 2017 when we have to reduce the amount of energy that we're using. And nuclear power, we're creating waste that will be here for thousands upon thousands of years. It's wrong. Everyone knows it's wrong.
It's not an ecologically friendly railway at all, is it?
No, it's not a green railway. The worst environmental mistake that this country has ever made, and we're making it now. In 2017, when all the science is in, when we know climate change is happening, when we know that destroying nature is one of the main causes of climate change, you know, this has to be stopped. I just really ask people, sign the Parliament petition, cancel HS2 immediately, and just share. Get the debate up and running. This is a nonsense. The police have actually blocked the highway with their car.
Breaking the law.
We'll allow them.
Right, sign out for now.
The highway ends here. This is actually an ecological survey zone until the 30th of November.
As far as I'm aware, I've been told that up
Yes.
where the fence lies is the highway.
It's not a highway.
Obviously, this part here
Yes.
is HS2. Obviously, you're stopping these guys doing the job.
No, we're not. We're stopping them doing an illegal job. They've got no planning permission. This actually is an ecological survey zone. Up until the green chainmail fence, they're not meant to be building this yet. The road actually stops here, and then there was a grass verge. They're meant to be doing ecological studies on the grass verge.
That's what these guys here, they get employed to do a job. You need to take that obviously to the local authority.
Oh, we have.
Okay. You need to take that from them, not from these guys. These guys are employed to do
We've been taking that up with them for the last 6-8 weeks, mate.
Yeah, I understand that. I can probably imagine you have.
Yeah, we've reported the
But it's down
wildlife
to them.
crimes.
You can't stop these guys doing the job. You can't.
Would appear that we are.
Okay. At the moment, you're probably preventing a breach of the peace. Do you understand that?
A breach of the peace.
You are, because you're stopping these guys doing the job. Alright?
Oh dear.
You understand that? Do you understand breach of the peace?
Explain it.
Could you explain it?
Okay.
You explain it, mate.
So, breach of the peace is basically...
Can we tell everyone?
Huh?
Can we tell everyone?
Okay. Right. Bear with me.
He knows the law as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. You do too, don't you?
It's not my job to know the job. Breach of the peace.
they do try to breach the peace thing. Because that would mean that the only people breaching the peace would be the security guards and the HS2 contractors. Which, there's no public here to breach the peace. So I'm not sure if that will actually work in court.
Well, he ran away, didn't he?
He did. We will see. But this is not a road. This is an illegal construction on a survey site. It's like a chess game. But what the people don't realise, the people are holding all the cards. All they have to do is sign the Parliament petition in huge numbers, cancel HS2 immediately. Share, 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 sign, sign, sign. It's our money. There's no private money going into this project. It is all public debt that is being scraped out of the national health, the security services. The police are actually getting their numbers reduced because of this ridiculous project. They should be on our side. The longer it goes on, the more everything else will go down. Hello.
Morning.
I've just asked my supervisor to come down.
Okay.
Just to check the legality.
Okay.
Highway restrictions,
This
stuff
isn't-
like that.
this isn't the
I
highway?
know, I'm not going to get
No.
pulled into
Okay, it's
sides
definitely not
between you
the
and them.
highway.
Okay, fine. I've just asked to come down. It's probably about another 20 minutes before someone gets here.
Excellent.
All right, guys.
Thanks
Sorry,
very
guys.
much.
Just got to do it the right way.
You do know that the police numbers are being depleted because the public purse is getting pumped £100 million into a railway project that nobody wants.
Tell me about it.
We want this money into the police force, the fire brigade, the National Health Service. That's what we want the money for. It's all public money. There's no private investment going in
I
here.
can't swing that one. So I'll wait till my skipper gets here, alright? We'll try and sort out the best we can. Alright?
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you. Okay, we've had a third police car turned up. Really is a waste of police time, methinks. Okay. Try and get over to the other side of the road before they do. Okay. This is short. What do you think, Sarah? 3 cop cars to stop you from sitting there.
Still deciding. They're deciding what to do. Well, it doesn't, it's a game of chess. They're deciding how to play it and whether to come down heavily on the side of HS2. At a time when the local population are firmly against HS2, 80% of people around here want this stopped. Lovely. I mean, I think that HS2 have enough security to deal with this without the police.
I'm surprised they haven't put a cage around us yet.
I am.
Yeah, well, you.
I keep asking for that.
Young lady we've met before.
Hello.
Last time we met, you chained yourself to a tree on the inside.
Okay. I wouldn't have recognised you because it was dark.
No, at the time it was
wasn't dark.
daytime,
Okay.
and you guys were saying that we were breaching your human rights to food, and I said at any point you can leave, and then I said I will even get you a key,
Yes.
and you guys said no.
Yeah. I wouldn't have recognised you. What's your name?
Sergeant Lipinski. How you doing?
Pinsky. Thank you.
Guys, can I ask how long you're going to be here for?
I have no idea.
Can I ask why you're here?
Because I believe this is illegal work going on. This is
remember
meant
the
to be a survey.
Remember the last time when you asked me if you believe it's legal, and I told you there's lawful procedure to take place, and I said to speak to your local MP, and then you should have left it with that, then, shouldn't you?
Well, no, because if I do that, then HS2 will take the whole of the nature.
But then what you're basically saying is that anyone can do what they want as long as they feel it's right.
I believe we have to. Because we have climate change. We have... The government doing whatever they want. Yeah, the government haven't asked the people, and they're using our money. This is £100 billion of public money that could be used for the police, for the fire They haven't asked the people.
Who's in charge?
Beth is in charge.
When you say you don't know, it's either you are going to instruct them or you're not going to instruct them. I just want to know what your purpose is in sitting. You've already given me that in your initial count. My follow-up question was, are you going to prevent them? By sitting there and actually preventing them driving out. They're much more lawfully allowed to use common law force as long as it's absolutely reasonable. But my question was simply, are you actually going to stay in that obstructed position, or are you actually just going to stand up and do yourself? Now, I was actually just asking if she's going to instruct us. Because I really supervisors of your intention. Probably along with something like 241 of the Trade Unions Act or something similar, where you're impeding people in lawful work. And then you're liable to arrest.
I don't think it's not the work. This is meant to be survey.
But that's your belief. It's your belief. And that obviously we're here to basically put you before the court so then they can judge you and you can say to a court. And so you're willing to be arrested to stop a vehicle leaving. Because that's what I'm going to be doing next. That's the gate. That's the gate. So you're asking them to relocate the gate.
If you look at the notice on the top of the road up there, you'll notice that this area...
This is a building site.
Well, it shouldn't be. It hasn't been...
You're saying it hasn't been ratified, which I told you to go speak to MPs about, and they will get that chased up. And then I warned you about taking action into your own hands. So my question, just so that I can speak to my superiors, is are you going to put these vehicles on their legal? Because then this is, you're sitting in their driveway in front of their chain link gate. in your opinion?
Well, no, go and look at the lamppost at the top of the road there, and it will say that this is a service. It shows the map.
And then you should have raised that again with your
raised
local MP, and then basically waited for their decision.
Yes, but then we could wait, and then the whole of the nature of the countryside.
So, third time, and I'm not going to ask again, are you going to obstruct the vehicles when they're leaving? It's just for my own knowledge of what you're actually going to be doing.
And I think that's why because at first they said I was obstructing the road. I said, well, I know I'm not obstructing the road. The road finishes there. This is meant to be a grass verge. It's meant to be a circle. Yes, because we remember when it was a grass verge. We remember it when it was all trees.
When I was a lad and used to come walk in here.
Yes.
You were a lad.
I was a lad.
You were a lad?
When I was a lad, I used to walk up and down this hill.
Excellent.
I'm joking.
Hello.
Hello, you alright?
Alright, mate.
Yeah, good. Just to let you know, don't know if you've spoken to him before, the sergeant is here. I'm just here to prevent any bridge piece at the moment. Okay, so these guys are going to be doing their job. Alright, and I'm just going to walk into them. Alright? Just let you know. I'll be in the car. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
If they really had fun to do this, in the early 20s, few accidents. I mean, that's the whole thing. Each day it's the same. They don't have which means that actually people advocate just doing it, just by doing the same thing everywhere. And there's enough people who don't want to just do it.
Yeah, they always go down and they could drown about it. They just make their work.
Okay, so it looks like the Murphys are going to create a new passageway to get the lorry that's behind Sarah and the gang out to the side. So sort of leads us to wonder about whether they're going to leave Sarah and everyone else sat where they are all day. Still have a policeman here. Saw the earlier videos, staying behind to make sure there is no breach of the peace. We've always been a peaceful protest. I have to say this has been a really good action. Sarah sat there first thing this morning, 8 o'clock. Not quite sure of the time, but I think it's nearly 12 o'clock. And so far today, I don't think any work has taken place. Morning. I have to say, I'm not sure that the actions of Murphy at the moment are really very safe at all. I mean, I'm sure the guy knows what he's doing on the roller, but, you know, if his foot slipped, come straight through that fence, squash 5 women. I would definitely be saying core health and safety.
With the fire. I came up here to get warm.
Might need a little stake that fire.
Cat was boiling its head off. Was it meant to be?
But then that's some decent wood.
Yeah, we're
Wood mission.
Do you want a hand?
I'm going to walk quite a long way. Do you want to come? Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely right. Because we need the night.
Okay, I thought another move was going to be made as it's really been taking a very long time for them to decide exactly what they're going to do. Still have a friendly policeman. And we've been told that the top dogs from HS2 are actually on their way down here now to talk to Sarah themselves. So that could be some kind of progress. Oh, it's gone back to nothing happening again for a moment. I think I'm going to cut out just to save the battery on the phone. We'll see you shortly. Okay, a little update. HS2 did come. They went inside. They talked to the policeman that was here. And then basically nothing since then has happened. They didn't come and talk to Sarah at all. And the police have left. It seems the police aren't really all that interested in HS2 or helping HS2. We'll go and see Sarah, see if she's got anything to say.
I think this is a winnable fight.
I think you're right.
80% of the population of the UK do not want HS2. And the There's so many things that money could be used for that are so needed. The hospitals, you know, the fire service, even the police. All the services need this support. We don't need the absolute destruction of our environment and the additional pollution, the additional deaths, the additional debt. Come on, people, sign the petition. Cancel HS2 immediately.
Cool. Just before I leave this little bit of a broadcast, I want to just try and get a bit of a sighting over the fence, because we don't normally get to be this close. I think you can see it's basically just lots of piles of soil. We were told that they're going to scrape the topsoil off and try to save the mycelium so they could plant new woodland. I don't really see how they're going to separate it very easily. It's all going to get mixed up. Clay. It's just another HS2 lie. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Catch you later. Not sure what's going on. They've taken down that partition fence which they put up earlier, which we thought we were going to use to lead the lorry out. Careful! Don't want to get on the bus just yet. Well, unless they're just warming it up inside to keep warm. Who knows? quite agree. Help people, not kill them. It seems like another one of those moments when Murphys decide to do something and then they refrain from doing it again. Been a bit stuck all day. They usually finish work around about 3:30, 4 o'clock. As you know, it's getting dark that time now, so time of year. I should imagine a few of the workers are quite happy about it. After all, nobody actually wants HS2. And they're getting paid. I'm going to drop my phone back in my pocket. That might encourage them to do so, you never know. So I don't want everything they do on film. I'll catch you in a bit. Hopefully catching it all on film. Okay, a little development. We've had another police car turn up. You can see we've got 2 police cars. We're speaking with a couple of guys from HS2, I believe. Sarah's still occupying her ground with friends. Keep the eye on the top shop for a minute. Don't worry.
Good afternoon, sir. I've got it on camera. If you want a copy of it, you can ask for it.
I like my own copy.
Jumping in front of a lorry is not a very sensible thing to do. That's well, I'm taking what the gentleman here has told me about it earlier. He probably wasn't, but obviously it's not a sensible thing to do. If the driver has to slam his brakes on, it's not a very sensible thing for people to do to jump in front of him. As regards the law, you've got to know better than I do, because this is highway. The highway goes through to the fence, and then it's their land beyond the land there. If you're standing it now, it's not a problem. If you're obstructing the highway, causing some sort of distraction to the drivers, which causes them then to make a dangerous manoeuvre, then that would probably be classed as a criminal offence for which we'd have to take some sort of action. I'm not saying arresting. I would prefer to do it in a general way, saying, shall we do that? What they've got to do. I don't think anything's going to change because there's some people standing here. The government have decided what they want to do, and I appreciate there's all sorts of rules and regulations which I'm not aware of, because it's not criminal law, it's civil law, and it's highway stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'd just like to ask you kindly, please don't do anything rash in front of a lorry or any of the other vehicles that are coming in or going out, because it could end up with somebody getting seriously hurt, and I don't want that. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Can I ask the purpose of you standing on this side here, what your intention is as regards the lorries coming in and out?
This is the verge. If you look at, walk up to the, if you go on that pavement and you walk up, there's notices on the lamppost at the top, which show that this is a survey area. It's meant to be a survey area. There's actually been no agreement for this road.
Right.
It's meant to be surveying at the moment, but they've
who
already
decides whether it's highway or whether it's...
Well, it has to have a planning permission to be a highway, and then it has to have a coming in, which it doesn't have.
Obviously, you've got me at a disadvantage there because I haven't got a faintest clue anything about that, because it's not police.
No, they haven't gone through any of the right procedures because they think they can do anything because it's the Act of Parliament.
I understand that is a slightly contentious way of putting it. So they are acting against it because you say they're acting against what they should be doing. Yes. I don't know whether the gentleman... I mean, he's in charge of some of the parts of it, not in charge of everything.
No.
But obviously it's contentious as to whether or not they're just riding roughshod, or whether the government has said, we want this being done, in which case it's the government that might be doing it, not these gentlemen here. And obviously I don't want them or their staff to be put at risk of causing an accident, or being involved in an accident, or having an accident which hurts somebody else as a result of somebody else making a decision somewhere further up the road. I would prefer it if a lorry's coming out that nobody takes any stupid chances by getting in front of a lorry.
I think we'll find there was actually a queue of traffic along the road at
May
the
have
time.
been. I don't know. I wasn't here. So I've come down here to ask kindly if they're bringing a lorry out. I don't mind how much noise you make, whether you want to shout and scream at them or anything. But obviously, no. Obviously, I understand that. But obviously, what I don't want is people standing in front of the lorries, blocking them from getting onto the highway. If that's the way of doing it. If this is not the highway, and I haven't got any say in what it is, these gentlemen presumably do know where the highway is. They're telling me up to the fence is the highway. That's probably what they've been told by the people who are in charge. And if they've been told that you put your fences there and anything between there and there is the highway, then they have to take that as verbatim, rather than them being worried. If you believe there is a legal case for this not being a highway, the proper place to contest it is in a court. And to say, put an act into a court and say, we believe that there to there is not highway. If the court then says, well, actually, you're right and they're wrong, then by all means come back here and say, no, you can't drive across here because it's not highway. Then they would have to sort it out. But right now, stopping them from doing what they are being told to do, I would suggest it would be better to go to a court and say, if we are in dispute as to whether this is a highway or not, and in the meantime we want them to stop doing it, and the court orders them not to move the lorries over it, or the court makes a decision to say, yes, it is highway, you're wrong, they're right, or alternatively, they're wrong, you're right, it is highway, and no, you can't drive your lorries over it. Then they'll have to go to court and get the court to say, we want an order, or whatever the thing is that you said. Sorry, I've forgotten what the wording was. But then that would be the case that the court has actually sanctioned what you've said as being correct, and they have to go through the proper procedures, until which time they're not allowed to move their lorries over it. And I think that would be the appropriate manner in which to deal with it. I don't know if you agree with me or not.
I
We're all entitled. Like I say, I don't know the law, but it is civil law. It's not criminal law. What I don't want to do is have people getting injured, and I'm not. I used to be a bank manager before I did this, so I know law of property, yeah, fine, but not law of property in terms of roadside and stuff like that. As a police officer, I know what I can do from that line or that line, depending upon which one it is, but I'm not going to make a decision as to whether this, you're wrong, they're right, or they're wrong, you're right. I'm not going to make a decision, but I would like a little bit of common sense to apply and not to get in front of the lorries if they're coming out, because it's either a danger to the driver, to yourselves, or to other road users. If they're watching you, they're not watching what's coming past, and somebody will end up getting either killed or hurt, and that ain't going to help anybody.
When I say 80% of people around here do not want this whole project, and we've had no representation anyway.
Can I say I don't live a million miles away from it? I don't necessarily agree with what the government are doing. I'm a Crown servant. I'm not paid by the government. I'm a Crown servant. I act on behalf of the Queen. And,
we want the police.
I don't necessarily. Well, the police are on your side as much as we're on these guys' side.
We need a good police.
Yeah, exactly. And we, as police officers, we work for the Queen as opposed to the Prime Minister. Let's face it. I'm sorry, while you're recording this, I'm not going to say anything derogatory. Thank you. I don't disagree with the motives behind what you're doing, but I don't necessarily agree either with the manner in which it's being conducted. From a safety point of view, I don't want to see anybody getting hurt. And I understand that you want to put your views across strongly, but I don't think it's appropriate to do that in this forum by stopping lorries driving out and possibly causing what may end up being a fatal accident for just a person passing by. And that's my concern. And I am not going to grab hold of you by the neck and throw you anywhere and say, no, you can't flaming well stand here and you can't do it. But if there's a lorry coming out, please, using common sense as it were, please don't get in their way and don't distract the drivers in such a way as to stop them paying attention to the road as it goes past, because it could cause a fatal accident. And although they would
the road on the inside of the curve. If they'd have gone through the proper planning, they wouldn't have been allowed a road here.
I understand what you're saying. I understand the logic of what you're saying, and I say I'm not unsympathetic towards it, because I know that at 2 o'clock in the morning, when one of the trains comes out the tunnel, I'm going to get woken up if I'm not on night duty. However, I think it's more appropriate to seek clarification as to what this part of land 6 feet wide is through a court and through the proper procedures, as opposed to that. That may delay the action that you want doing, but I'm sure these guys are going to be here for more than a couple of weeks, and it won't take more than a couple of weeks for a court to say, actually, no, you've got to stop doing this until this is clarified. And I would suggest that you're sympathetic to your cause, who can put that forward to the appropriate courts, fast time. It might well be worthwhile doing it that way, as opposed to standing in front of lorries. And that's what I'm saying. Don't stand in front of lorries or distract the drivers as they are trying to drive out. Like I said, I don't mind people shouting and screaming and waving banners and president, but I don't think it's appropriate to distract the drivers when they're watching that way. And as you say, it's on the inside of a bend. Yeah. It's not 100% clear. It's the wrong place for a road. If the lorries are coming out, they need all their attention to be on the road, as opposed to worrying about whether somebody's going to jump in front of them.
What they're saying is this is about the gas pipe. Well, they put the gas pipe in before without a road. If it was just about the gas pipe, we wouldn't need a road.
I don't know. This gentleman here, he's in charge of the guys on site, so...
At the end of the day, like we said before, is that contact pages to help there. So
we have.
I know, but that's all we can say. At the end of the day,
have you got a lawyer who is sympathetic to the cause? I'm sure there must be a lawyer around somewhere who wants to do it. That would be, in my view, the most appropriate way to go forward. If you believe that these guys, not this guy here, but the people in charge of it, have made a decision and said, do this, do that, well, if they are wrong, it's for a court to decide they're wrong. And you can get a stay of action. So if you say, no, they're not allowed to discuss it, a lawyer should be able to argue that in court and say, I'm sorry, but until it's decided by the court whether this land is right for them to drive across, then they can put a stay in and say you are not allowed to drive across it. And that's a legal thing, and if the lawyers then say, no, you're not allowed to go, there'll be a piece of paper which you can show to his bosses, but until that time comes along, I would prefer it if everybody acts in a minimal manner and trying to avoid anybody getting hurt, whether it be a passerby, yourself, the drivers, anybody on site. It would be more appropriate to act in that manner, in my view. And like I say, I'm not unsympathetic to your cause. Like I say, I don't live a million miles away and I'm going to be kept awake at night, but I'm not allowed to make political statements because of this. So, I'd say if I can ask on that basis that if they have a lorry coming out, please don't distract them in any way, shape or form. You see you've got people supporting you.
80% of people don't want HS2. It's ridiculous. People have never
It's a lot of money. It's more than they were actually saying it was going to cost. We all know the figures. I know that my taxes are going to pay for it, and I haven't been asked properly whether I want it or not. And if I was asked, what's happened to it? Nobody's taken my views on it, or if they have, there's a lot of other people who do want it.
There's very few.
Exactly. The few people who want it are probably the guys who've given out the contracts left, right and centre. We all know what the arguments are against it, we all know what the arguments are for it, but they're not very... Well, you understand it, you just don't think it's something that you can agree with, and I don't particularly agree with it. I don't want to go to Birmingham in a hurry. I don't know anybody who does, but at the end of the day, it's more about this today. We need to make sure that nobody has an accident. Yourselves, the gentleman over there, the gentleman here, the drivers, and more importantly, the people passing by. Can we agree that we won't be standing in front of any lorries or distracting the drivers? As I said, there's a disagreement as to whether they had their fences up first, didn't they? So, I don't know. You wouldn't have been here if they hadn't already started here. No, I mean the actual site. It started beforehand. So, it's here before HS2, but they actually arrived on site and started and then the people arrived. I know because I was down here a couple of months ago, probably there was a couple of guys down here. My view on you sitting down, you can sit here as long as you like. You'll probably end up with a nasty dose of Farmer Giles, but it's not horrible concrete and it's freezing cold. But you're obviously tougher than I am because I want to get back home and get in the warm. I haven't got any objection to anybody sitting here, but the trouble is if there's a lorry coming down here and you don't get out of the way quick enough, then we're back to the situation I was first saying, which is somebody ends up getting hurt, and I don't want that to happen. I don't mind people being over here. I don't mind people over here. Sorry? It has been deemed. Hillingdon Borough Council have agreed that this is, and whether they are part of it, I don't know. If it has been agreed and it's highway, and you get in front of the lorry and you distract the drivers, then it is an offence. It's the thing about I'm sure blocking the highway. It's not blocking the highway, whatever the word is. Obstructing the highway. Obstructing the highway.
Actually, sorry, it goes back to the old fence line. The highway and the verge is all part of the highway, so it actually goes back to that.
But this is down to Hillingdon Council who said this.
Hillingdon Council
It's Hillingdon Council who said that it's a highway.
It is an ecological survey zone.
But it may well be that if Hillingdon Council, who are the caretakers of the land, have said no, it's the highway, for whatever reason, they've said that's the case. I trust this gentleman saying it because he's got some piece of paper somewhere that says it is. Then on that basis, if it's the highway and you stop the vehicle or you obstruct a vehicle anyway, it then becomes a criminal offence. I'm not suggesting we're going to start coming around and grabbing older people. It would be, but it would be preferable for other people. But if you obstruct the highway, I'm more worried about your safety than I am worried about somebody saying, oh, don't let that lorry out. I don't want anybody sitting out here in the middle of what is a highway, if that's what Hillingdon Council have deemed it to be. I don't want anybody ending up getting hurt, me included, because I don't want to lift anybody up and do me back in and then not be able to enjoy their Christmas. But like I say, I would prefer it if it was settled in a civil matter rather than criminal. I'm sure you're saying it would be a way of doing it, but I don't think it's the best way to handle things is to get people arrested for no good purpose. I think it'd be better to actually show that as human beings you are saying, no, we'll take the lead, we will go to the courts and we will say, no, this is not the highway, this is... And there must be a lawyer who's prepared to take that case on. There must be. Because I'm sure there will be somebody in the Borough of Hillingdon who's a lawyer who doesn't agree with it, who probably lives down the road. I don't know. Well, there must be one who lives down the road who doesn't want HS2, and they'll probably turn around and say, yeah, I can give you a bit of free help. Like I say, if the lorries are coming out, like I say, my only thing at the moment is because you're unsure as to well, you're saying your view, he's saying Hillingdon Council's view. If Hillingdon Council are the people who overridingly cover this area, then I have to go with what he said. If he says he's got a vision and says this is the highway, then we will act as police officers to enforce the law. And I don't want to be seen out here when I sympathise with what we're doing and saying, well, I'm going to go against my sympathies and say, sorry, I've got to move you. And it would be more moving rather than anything else. But as far as I'm concerned, if they want to bring a lorry out and not distract the drivers, then we won't have any accidents, which is my primary concern. Could we have an agreement on that? I'm not so, well, somebody said earlier that somebody moved in front of a lorry. I don't know if anybody did, but I'd rather they didn't distract the drivers. That's my point. There are other people around who may not be so educated. I don't want to get bad examples shown to them, and then so oh well, I'll do it, and then they take it a step further, and then it becomes a problem. Like I say, that's the way I would view it, and say I've lived 60 years. I'd like to keep it going longer than that if we can. If we have an accord on that, like I say, I'm sure there must be a solicitor who will be prepared to take the case on, probably without charge. I've heard the complaints about bats and things like that. The other week when
go all the way down into the wetlands. Now the wetlands are really species rich. They've got everything.
I'm aware of the options.
And we're not
the way to do it is to get a court order to stop them until such time as it's proved that they are going to be doing X, Y, and Z to the nature reserve, the animals, and if the plans already show it, then in that case they must have got legal clearance. If they haven't got legal clearance, that is what needs to be challenged. It needs to be challenged in the courts as opposed to yourselves freezing yourselves to death before Christmas standing out here, which I applaud, but I wouldn't do it myself because I'm too soft, I'm afraid. And so I noticed they're doing it. Well, yeah, I've got mine in the car, but
nobody wants anybody.
Well, I don't want anybody getting hurt in any way, shape or form, and so at least of all yourselves. Like I say, I'm not unsympathetic to the cause, but I'm tied by what I have to do for a living. Coming out, if you can avoid distraction in any way, shape or form, and obviously I appeal to the other people on the site as well, not to cause any distraction to the drivers, so that we don't have any accidents. That would be appreciated.
They've got clearance to do.